Hello everyone, and welcome to the False Mind channel. Today we'll be looking at and giving my review of Chainsaw Man Chapter 93. Now, I've been meaning to make a video on Chainsaw Man for a little while because I absolutely love the series. It's one of my favorite ongoing reads right now, and it's one of the highlights of almost every week. So I'm here to review Chapter 93 because I just saw it was out on Twitter, so I decided to give it a read through. I'm reading an unofficial speed translation by Nyrock, so that's how I read pretty much almost all Chainsaw Man, so don't come at me if there's a bit of wrong information in the panels I'm using in the video, please, but if you want to point it out, then that's fine. So this chapter starts off with Denji in the room that Kishibe had brought him to. And there's text on the screen that says, "Worldwide sensation, total adoration." Basically, we all know that if you're caught up to the manga at least, this will have spoilers if that was not clear. Basically, Chainsaw Man is adored by the masses for kind of being this hero, and that is a big manipulation by Makima to get him to lower his power level. And Denji kind of has a emotional breakdown, because if you think of how his situation is currently, he's lost all of his friends, he's lost what he thought was the love of his life, he's lost everything as of right now that's close to him. But outwardly he's so popular because he's Chainsaw Man, and he could have everything he wanted if he just was in the public eye and if Makima was dead. Kishibe tells him to shut up because that's not what matters, and Kishibe knows this. So does Denji, so does everyone in the series. Everyone knows that it's not good to be outwardly popular with no one close to you. And Denji goes on, and this is a direct quote, "Actually, to tell the truth, for breakfast, I'm sick of eating stuff like bread and jam. I actually want to eat steak and stuff for breakfast every day." And he realizes he can't do that, and he shouldn't do that. But he wants everything. He wants things. He's a normal guy. What I love about Denji is that he's pretty much a normal guy who is given Chainsaw Man powers. That is not an understatement. I related pretty hard to Denji in the early chapters because I too am a teenage boy. It's not gross. His early motivations were kind of grounding to me, where it made me relate to the character more than him having grand ambitions to become the best in the world at something. He just wanted small time things to get closer to people and to feel love and these things that every teenage boy wants to feel. And Denji looks at Kishibe, and Kishibe gives him the death stare. And then he starts to break it down. If Denji is to ever go outside of this room and to ever make too much noise or to ever transform into the Chainsaw Man again, Makima will kill him. Will track him down. She has good ears. So the next time he transforms, it has to be to kill Makima. The final battle. No turning back. There's no redos this time. There's no powers to come and save him. There's none of that. Kobini is passed out at this point. So is Kishibe. Denji is watching old footage of himself as Chainsaw Man, and he's planning. How does he kill Makima? How does he kill the Control Devil? He has no idea. He doesn't know because, sadly enough, Makima was his first crush, his first love, basically, and he still can't seem to get over her, which, I mean, I also relate to. Not being able to get over a girl, that's something I think everyone can relate to. And even if you're a girl, not being able to get over someone is the easiest thing to relate to, I think, almost in the world. And it's pretty self-deprecating. He's pretty self-deprecating about it. He's saying he's the worst. And it's pretty heavy. Damn, Chainsaw Man. Like, you gotta hit us with the feels. That's what I love about Chainsaw Man, is it's not afraid to get into these deep personal things where, even though I'm not Japanese and can't relate that much to the culture, it's still more relation than anything in a made-up fictional world, for example, like One Piece or Naruto, that I can relate to, and these deep philosophical things. I was never ostracized and like left out as a kid, and unlike Denji, I wasn't a streak. I wasn't basically homeless working for the mafia, but still I did spend a lot of time inside on my computer, so I didn't really get to go out and do that much things with my friends, so I can relate to him in that sense. And it's only recently that I've started trying to connect with people. So anyways, enough about me. You're not here for me, you're here for Chainsaw Man Chapter 93. We cut to a graveyard. It's probably one of the Gun Devil's graveyards. I haven't read the full series in a while, so we might have seen this before, but it's just rows on rows on rows on rows of crosses. Look at it. There's just a bunch of crosses. And you can see Makima walking up with her whole control squad. It's so sad to see all the faces we've met that aren't Aki and Power in the crowd. It's pretty brutal. Makima has total control over these people. Makima mocks Denji for taking the Chainsaw Man form and not the Chainsaw Devil form, because his defense is basically he wants to be him. He doesn't want to let the animal that is the Chainsaw Devil out, and he wants to be himself when he kills her. And he asks her, Makima-san, in that perfect world you want to make, are there any bad movies in it? And she's kind of shocked. And she mocks him again. Erase all the boring movies from existence. And Denji says, then I've got no choice but to kill you. Because I feel that Denji, this statement is kind of revealing more of Denji's character. He really thinks of himself as that boring movie, even though he's not. He thinks that his life is pretty average. When you think about it on the personal relation spectrum, he has lost everything basically he holds dear. All of his life, he doesn't have a consistent life. He was working for the mafia, then he was working for Makima, then he was trying to kill Makima's enemies, then Makima was his enemy. Everything is constantly changing. His life, as soon as it finds its way into normalcy, it gets uprooted and ended. It's tragic. Chainsaw Man is really the tale of tragedy about Denji, and how he just can't seem to find a family. And that's why I'm hoping that the ending kind of sees him go down and find power. I really want him to be able to succeed in that and get power back, and maybe get even a version of Aki back in the form of the Gun Fiend, maybe. I don't know, that's just my hopeful thinking, but I really want to see those characters again because they're amazing, and I love seeing them drawn in a style of the manga. Damn, bro, like, getting emotional, but anyways, so moving on, we're nearing the end of the chapter. Makima mocks Denji even more, saying that it's his speech and his current form is not befitting for Chainsaw Man. She says it's irritating. The crows fly off of the cross. The battle readies as the chainsaws start to whirl in this amazing panel. Look at it. So we see Makima, we see Rize, Bomb Fiend, they're the bomb hybrid, the blade hybrid, the spike hybrid. There's another one, I think that's the sword hybrid. I think that is a gun hybrid or something. I don't know. Anyways, that's how the chapter ends. That was an amazing chapter. I just got to say, that's been one of my favorite chapters in probably weeks, because it's just kind of slowed down and taken a nice kind of pace, and it was our first bout of respite, but it didn't even last for a full chapter. Like, you got to the room and you kind of found out that like everything was kind of fine, and then you found out that Chainsaw Man was popular. I've been reading weekly since chapter 81, so I'm relatively new, but it's been around 12 chapters since I started reading, and this one has to be the best, I gotta say. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Chainsaw Man chapter 93. I would ask you to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you enjoy my channel, and I will see you guys later. Peace.